could be studying a very species of animal. She is my sister. So today, we're gonna walk up to her. My friend Alberto is gonna go up close and study from a distance. A close distance. Follow me.
Okay.
There she is.
Don't fart.
Oh my god, look at it! Oh god, it's so big!
Run!
Oh my god, it's so big!
So far, we might die. But hurry, if we get far enough.
Oh god, my god, that was the scariest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. Wait, what the fuck are you doing? No! 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 Oh god, get away from me! Get away from me! Oh my god, please, get away from me! Oh god! Oh god! Oh man! Stupid goddamn beast! Okay, we survived the beast. There it is again.
Take a long look. You won't be seeing her again. Not for a long time.
Oh god, she's gone! Oh god. Okay, I am very frightened right now. Oh my god, that was the ugliest, scariest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
It was. Whatever you do, when you see her, pray for God she won't eat your brains out. Cause she will.
She will.
She is an, what are those people called? Anthropologist. Look at her studying.
At her laptop.
It's
Crikey, mate. I wonder if it wants to eat. I will test the subject.
No. Look, there is her mother. She looks very calm and peaceful. I don't think she has to do anything. But her,
I will touch the beast.
Go for her. I'm too scared because she's my own sister. And she will do something horrible to me.
Oh god!
Come back! Get up!